Hello, traders. FX Pip Collector here. Today is Friday, June 21st, and I'm going to be analyzing the Euro-US dollar starting on the monthly, working my way down to the 1 hour time frame for the full top-down analysis. So on the Euro-dollar monthly time frame, I still believe this is either going to go up to the 123 to 100 for a running flat wave C, or possibly it's going to go up to the 178, 161.8 for an expanding flat wave C. Either scenario, I still think this monthly time frame is eventually still going to make a pretty decent uptrend. So heading down to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, now there is a possibility this does go down, take out this low, and if that's the case, then that means this would be a wave A, this would be a running flat wave B, and that this would actually be in a wave C right now, which I definitely do still see that as a possibility. And that doesn't really change anything on my monthly time frame, but it does definitely have to be something to keep in mind. As of right now, we're not below the 78%, so I'm definitely sticking to my WXY analysis for now. I still think it could be a wave 2. I still think this is a wave 1. Whether it breaks the low or not, I still think it's a wave 2, and I still think it's eventually going to keep on going up for a wave 3. So taking it down to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we're kind of at a pretty critical area right now because we're at the 78%. If price starts to close below that 78%, then I think that this is a running flat wave B, and we're actually in a wave C right now. But that's just my bearish scenario. I always try to look at the bullish and bearish scenarios at all times. I still think there is a chance that it could hold this area. If it does go up, if it does break structure, that's going to tell me that it is the end of a wave C and the continuation of the uptrend for a wave 3. If it doesn't go up and break structure but continues to make lower lows, lower highs, then we better continue to look for shorts on these shorter time frames. Heading down to the 4 hour time frame, we had a nice little move down this morning at the PMI news. Now, if it goes up and breaks structure, then start looking for longs. If it doesn't go up and break structure, then I think you better continue to look for shorts at the end of pullbacks. There is definitely a chance that this continues to make lower lows, lower highs, and it continues to go down and do that scenario like I was explaining on the the weekly time frame, which is basically a running flat ABC correction for the wave 2. So going down to the 1 hour time frame, like I said, we had all that PMI news coming out today. We are at a pretty critical level on the daily time frame and on these shorter time frames. It is kind of respecting the 78%. I personally would still be looking for shorts unless it either makes a very significant higher low or it goes up and breaks this structure right here. If it does go up and break that structure, then that definitely will turn me into a buyer. If it doesn't go up and break that structure, then I would actually still be looking for shorts on shorter time frames. I think there's a chance that this may go down, and if it does go down, that's going to prove my running flat scenario on the weekly time frame, like a running flat ABC of 2. So I would definitely be looking for shorts. The trend is your friend, and the trend is definitely down on the daily time frame and below. So we should be looking for shorts at the end of ABC pullbacks for possibly the continuation of the downtrend, unless we get a very significant break of structure or a very significant higher low on preferably like the 4 hour time frame. So don't forget to join my free Discord channel, which is linked down here in the corner. And don't forget to check out my website if you'd like to get access to my swing trade setups and my daily live Zoom meetings. As always, thank you and happy trading.